What I find very interesting is that there is this vitriol that comes with her clan of people who support her that I really can't get behind. It's a layer of coded language that feels like racism. I have never been called so many N-words and see you next Tuesdays and jealous. Some of her fans are so unhinged. And I think it speaks to a larger issue of what's happening in our world today. And people don't want to talk about it, but it is a microcosm of a bigger problem that we have with this hatred of Black versus white and being so polarized. People getting the opportunity to feel like this is their excuse to use the N-word because they hate Black people or they're racist or they feel like Black women are jealous of this white woman.
Cari Champion and co-host Jemele Hill took issue with some of the most ultra fans of Indiana Fever star and former Iowa Hawkeye, Caitlin Clark, what they have witnessed and also personally encountered is staunch racism and harassment to basically defend the fans' favorite player in the WNBA. Make no mistake, there has been an uptick on not just media, but also the players in the league.
Some anonymous person I do not know called my phone because when I saw the number, something just told me it was just on some nonsense. So I was with somebody. I was with a friend of mine who you know, and I was like, hey, answer my phone for me. And so she answered it, and they said my name wrong. They asked for me, and she was like, who is this? And why are you calling? And she was like, I just want you to know the FBI is tracking this call. Because I think I mentioned that I did have an issue where I felt like I got doxxed. And so I had to let the authorities know because I was getting some hateful, racist messages. And it was, I don't know if it was one person or a group of people that were like harassing both me and my husband on our phones.
This is disgusting.
Sadly, we have seen this behavior play out in real time. This fan wore a MAGA hat with a sign that read, "Make basketball great again, number 22.
There is no question that there was a group of intentional people who used Caitlin Clark as their avatar to say all the about Black women and all about Black people that they've always wanted to say. She gave them the gateway to say those things. And it was nothing that she did in particular to invite and court this level of behavior. She became their Batman.
Another fan was pictured with a shirt that read, "Ban nails," in all caps. She had fake nails on her fingers. This isn't even coded. It's just straight up good old-fashioned American racism.
But what I find is when they're throwing that word jealousy around, and I remember a lot of male commentators used that her first year. The other women in the league just jealous. They're only saying that because the league is 70% Black. And there is this other historical, deeply racially coded sort of dynamic that Black women are jealous of white women. And I'm here to tell you this, and I'm gonna hold y'all hand and say this gently. In no world are Black women jealous of white women.
Then Nikki Childers would write for News1.com the following, and this is, I want to be clear, very good. Titled, "An Open Letter to Caitlin Clark from a Black Woman Who Loves the WNBA." She penned, "Angel Reese has talked openly about the racism and death threats she's received from your fans. So has your new teammate, Raven Johnson. Dejanay Carrington received death threats over an accidental eye poke. Alyssa Thomas said she had never been called the racist things she was called by Indiana Fever fans. You have called the behavior unacceptable, yet a wide distance still separates condemning racism casually and using your enormous platform to defend specific Black women by name. You have chosen to address the bare minimum. You remained silent when you and two of your white teammates were nicknamed Tres Leches, or Three Milks, a joke whose punchline is rooted in a white supremacist dog whistle. It needs to stop." She would rightfully make a mention of Caitlin Clark's walkout with country star Morgan Wallen, a racist who makes no qualms of flaunting his internal hatred of everyone and anyone who is not white. At this point, I gotta be honest, I feel like he just hates himself as well. You lent your face, your name, and the goodwill of a Black-built league to a man whose comeback runs directly through his use of a racial epithet, wrote Childers. In a country this fluent in racial signals, the message of your allegiance was crystal clear. What I will say is that your legacy is being written right now through the choices you are making. She would then conclude, I am asking you to do the hard work of listening to the people around you and allow them to help you get better. I am asking you to defend the women who play alongside you, especially the ones who don't look like you. I am asking you to have a basic amount of respect for everyone you encounter along your journey, to think about what your legacy will look like while you still have the chance to shape it, because the moment is now, and it will not wait for you to decide when you are ready. Do this for the love of a sport that gave you everything. Do this because the women who built the WNBA deserve better than watching you squander what is only possible now because of the work they started putting in before they were born. Do this because the future of basketball is worth more than your ego or comfort, and the league that has protected you deserves your protection in return. To reiterate, I think this was really, really strong. I think it was really good. Now, one part that stands out to me, aside from all of it, is how so many players in the WNBA have been affected in ways that they just haven't prior to Caitlin Clark bursting on the scene, prior to her becoming not only a household name, but a star figure in the W. I mean, the degrading nature in which Angel Reese was treated by her fans is astounding. The way Dejanay Carrington was mistreated, awful. I mean, the harassment that these women are facing that they haven't previously. Is it a coincidence? Me personally, I don't think so. I think she knows what she's doing. I think this is a league that was built off the labor predominantly of black women. And the things that she said that upset the likes of Megyn Kelly were really just, only she knows her heart, right? Only she knows her heart. But when you're looking at all of these things, each factor, and playing it into where we are today, it is really hard to look back on that and say, was she trying to save face? Does she really mean it? Is she playing the PR game? Impossible not to ask those questions internally. And again, only she can answer those. But what I will say is, I lend credence to that article from Childers because Caitlin Clark can stop this immediately. Immediately. And she doesn't. That speaks volumes. It really does. Politico put out an article not long ago where they said the MAGA wing is coming for the WNBA. We should also, you guys know very well, this audience is smart, but we know what the MAGA base stands for. We know what MAGA is as a whole. It is a white supremacist ideology. If she did not want to be associated with Make Basketball Great Again number 22 as they don a MAGA cap, or some of these people who are just starting to show up and make prejudiced comments, go after black players in their support for Caitlin Clark, I don't know, man. Me personally, if I had fans like that, I would probably try to put out that fire and make my stance really clear. She hasn't. Aside from that one time, what was it, Time cover? Aside from that one time, that was it. I would just think if that were any of us, we would ask for more. We would want more. And we would demand those racist fans not be fans of ours. Until she does that, I fear that this trend is only going to continue and it's only going to affect the WNBA labor force that much more. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials. on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.